This week's Insight of the Week is, do you want to intro our Insight of the Week?
Well, the insight of the week is a quote that you presented here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, on the road from Viktor Frankl. And since I can't read the quote, since I'm driving and we're being safe, could you please read it, Laurie?
Absolutely. Happy to. One of my favorite quotes of all time. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In a response lies our growth and our freedom. Viktor Frankl.
So the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I know a lot of your thought leadership stems from this idea of moving from reactive to responsive spaces. And I really think that the reason I was pulled into this content and the reason I really believe in it, that we talk a lot about the things we can and can't control, but we don't talk a lot about the power of your own control or how to harness that power. And I think what the emotional endurance movement is doing is bringing tools to harness the power, to leverage the freedom of how to respond to your environment.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel that a bunch of people, most people even, feel very disempowered by life.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. And all of the trappings of it. And I think that disempowerment causes so much extra suffering. And part of the reason why people default towards the disempowerment is because they don't know another way, but also it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that that space between the stimulus and the response, there's that much freedom
Right.
in there. But there really is, because the more that you practice it, the more you realize it benefits you outside of that very distinct time period. And I think that's what people miss a lot, is they think, okay, great, so that would help me for that moment, but it actually wouldn't help me overall. But the more moments you have like that, the more glimmers you have like that, truly the more freedom you have in life.
Well, how many times do people reflect on a conversation where they didn't say what they had hoped to say,
Mm-hmm.
or they wish they would have included some fact? All of that stems from being in a reactive space instead of responsive and forgetting the core of your argument. And so it serves you in so many ways and gives you such an advantage in a professional and in personal realm, because you're able to gauge how you want to interact in an engagement versus be victim to potentially responding in a way that is not becoming of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can be a victim of our own behavior very easily. But when we stop being a victim of our own behavior is when we build the personal accountability to become who we want to be. That, to me, that is the responsibility that we all have as humans,
Yeah.
is to learn how to care for ourselves in that gap so that we can grow to be better. And that's why I chose that quote.
No, that's why I chose that quote.
I chose it and then you chose it. You
I
chose
mean,
it.
that's why that quote inspires you, which is why we're discussing it. But okay, I think it's a good one.
It
It
is
is
a
a
good
good
one.
one.
It's a very good one.